Hello and welcome to my Pictory review. In this Pictory review, I'm going to take you inside Pictory. I'm going to show you how to do a scripted video in Pictory, and I'm also going to show you some other features inside Pictory as well. I'm going to go ahead and show you a demo of how everything works in Pictory, and I'm also going to show you the pricing of Pictory as well at the end. So make sure you stay to the end to get to that. Also down below in the description box is a link to Pictory. You do get a free trial, and the videos that you generate in your free trial do have watermarks. So to remove those watermarks, you will have to have a subscription in order to do that. Click on the link below or go to buypictory.com. Make sure you put in code ROY15, and that will give you 20% off. So make sure you put that in. That is down below in the description box as well. So here we are inside of Pictory. We are at the members area. Lots of things that you can do right from here. So we have multiple options that we can do right from the Pictory members area. So our first option is a scripted video, which I love. That's what I use this for on every day, day to day. I have multiple channels, multiple YouTube channels. I have multiple TikTok channels, and I use these for doing videos for these channels. I do short videos. I do long videos. So you can do many things with this. Scripted video is what I really like. Now you can also do article to video. And by using the article video, you would just need to put in a URL of an article, any article anywhere on the web, and it will pull in that article. It will scrape that page, it will pull in the data, and then it will try to determine what the main focal points are and then make that into a video. However, you can change that any way you want. All you have to do is select each sentence that you want to be included in your video, and that's all you have to do. Or you can select it all if you want. Text editing videos using text. So you can go ahead and add subtitles automatically to your videos. You put in a video that you've already done, and it will then read the video and it will extract the subtitles. Very, very cool. And you can extract those in text format and SRT format as well. And then you can also do visuals to video, which you can create short videos using your existing image and video clips. So you can take multiple images and multiple video clips, and then you can, by using your own media, you can put all of that into one video. But for this, we're going to go ahead and do a script to video. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the proceed. And here we will name our project. This is kind of like what I call a project. So enter your video name. So for this one, I'm going to do, what is karma? And I've already got my script on my clipboard, so I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here. And what is karma? And what I like to do is I like to separate the sentences in ways that I know that they are going to be its individual slides. So I'm going to make a new line after each sentence. And then I'm going to go back to each sentence and see if it's too long. If it's too long, how we can break that up. So let's go ahead and we're going to make each line out of each sentence. This is just what I like to do. Not everybody probably does it this way, and you have your own way of doing it. But this is just the way that I like to do. And I just want to show you what the videos will look like once they're done. So we have a couple longer sentences. So what I like to do is at the commas, if there's commas in there, I'll make a new line out of the when there's a comma. And I'll do that same thing here. And I'll do the same thing here. And I'm pretty happy with the way it looks now. So I'm going to go ahead and proceed. Now you can highlight anything that you want and it will be highlighted. Another thing that I like to do here under scene settings, there's a auto highlight keyword, auto visual selection, and then create new scenes on a sentence break, a line break, or both. I always leave it to both. I leave the visual selection. It'll automatically try to select the visuals based on your script. I leave that on, and I'll make changes if necessary. And auto highlight keywords, I like to turn that off because I like to have control of that. I don't like to have to go and take all of the highlights out. But I don't normally put highlights in my videos. So I'm going to go ahead and click proceed. And now it's taken me to a template library. And you can create your own templates. I haven't done that, but you can create your own templates if you will, if you want to. But basically a template is a style, and it's the style that your text is going to show up in the video. So like this one here on the top left is going to be a yellow. The text is going to give you a yellow background with black text, and if it highlights anything, that highlight is going to be in red. And this one here is going to be a dark blue with yellow, with white text, and a light blue type of highlight. And this one here will give you this color all the way at the top, and things will be at the top instead of the bottom. So you can go through and look to see which templates that you like to use. So I always use the corporate one because I like this one the best. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. And then here you can select your aspect ratio. This is really, really neat because this Pictory allows you to do videos for multiple platforms by selecting the aspect ratio. So if you select an aspect ratio of 16:9, these are wider shots, and you can do like YouTube or Rumble or Vimeo, any of those. So you could do those. You can also do an aspect ratio of 9:16. This is great for YouTube Shorts. Anything under a minute is a YouTube Short, and will be great for YouTube Shorts and TikTok videos. And a 1:1 1-to-1 ratio is just a square, which looks like a perfect square, and that is good for Instagram videos. So we're going to go ahead, and I like to do the 9:16 because I like to put these on TikTok, and I'm going to go ahead and click continue. Now it's going to go ahead and make a storyboard for us, which means it's going to take our text. It's going to analyze our text that we put in, which is our script. And then what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and select the best type of media that it thinks would be best for us for each slide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to each slide, and I'm going to determine whether or not that slide has the best media. Before we do that, it wants us to go through and look and make sure that the script is correct. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to visuals here on the left-hand side of the screen. So what you'll do is you'll work your way down from the top to bottom. So now we're on the first slide. And what I like to do is I like to change the text to the very first slide, because if I'm putting this on TikTok, I can make a really cool cover image using this text. So what I like to do is I like to move the text. You can move the text. And then once you have the text selected, you're going to see a menu pop up, a little title thing here pop up here. And you could do a lot of things with it. I will take this all the way up to a 72-point font, and then I'll make sure it's in the middle. And that will basically be my cover image for TikTok. So what is karma? So I'm going to search. I don't really like that dominoes for the background. So I'm just going to search here for some images and videos that might be what is karma. So, karma is like religious types of things. So I really like this. So we'll put that in there. What is karma? And that could be my cover image for TikTok. And then we'll go to the next scene, and you'll have to kind of see what your or your text is saying here. Karma is a fundamental principle in many Eastern religions, such as Hinduism and Buddhism. So what we'll do is Buddhism, and I'm going to go ahead and select this one. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to each scene, and I'm going to select the text that is relevant for that scene. I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now I've got that done. I've gone through each of my scenes, and I've selected appropriate videos for that. You can do videos, you can do images, it doesn't matter. But so you need to have relevant backgrounds for each slide. So I had 14 slides. I didn't want to keep you while I did that, so I went ahead and did it real quick. So next we're going to go down to elements. Elements, I normally don't put elements on my videos, but you can if you want. You can take any of these elements, and you can just select one, and it will put it here in your video. And then you can go ahead and you can move it around any way you want, and you can make it big, you can make it small, and there's all kind of stuff that you can do with it. But I don't normally do anything with it, just play around with it. But I usually don't put that on my videos. You could do stickers, you can do GIFs, you can do emojis, and really, really cool what you can do in Pictory. So next is audio. And audio is very important in your video, unless you just want it to be silent with words. So these have 15,000 tracks available that you can use. Now, these are royalty-free stock music tracks that you can freely use. Nobody's going to get you for copyright. Same thing with the images and the videos. These are all royalty-free, so you're not going to be given any. This will pass all copyright checks, so don't worry about using other people's stuff, because anything that you find inside Pictory is royalty-free and you can freely use. So what you would need to do is go through, if you want to have some background music, so you would go ahead and, let me turn my sound on so you can hear this, and you will click this little play button, and it will give you a little preview of what they sound like. And then once you've applied it, it will say applied. Then you can also heart them as favorite so that they'll always be at the top, which for some reason I didn't do that. I'm not sure. So let me do that now. So I went through a lot of them one day, and I found that there was one called Sunday Morning, and I liked that so well, I put them on all of my videos. So let me heart that. And then I'm going to apply that to this video, and I'll play that real quick. Which I like that. That was the one that I thought worked really, really well with the kind of videos that I do. So I use that all the time. And you can search them right here, just like I did under the search. So now that we have the background music, what I do is go to audio settings. And the background music, you can change how loud the background music is going to play. I always do 10%. Because I do voiceovers. Okay, so let's do 10% here. And next thing I'm going to do is voiceover. Now, you've got two options with the voiceovers. Well, yeah, two options. You can do voiceover from right here. This is text to speech. And you've got U.S. English and Indian English, Australian English, New Zealand English, and you can do all kind of stuff here. There's also uploads that you can do. And if I click on uploads, this is usually what I do. I get that from an external site. I'm not going to share that here, but I get it from an external site that gives me voiceovers. that I like better than these, but these voiceovers was really good anyway. So all you would need to do is you would need to just get that external voiceover file. You would upload it here, and then you will sync it. If I hover over here, it says auto sync the voiceover, and you would click entire video, and it auto syncs the visuals to your audio file, which is really, really cool. If you ever used Vidnami in the past, this is exactly what made Vidnami really, really stand out from the competition, and Pictory has done it. So, in my opinion, Pictory is the best solution for Vidnami. So, what you could do is you could go down here and do each voiceover.
Welcome to Pictory.
And it'll tell you how they sound.
Welcome to Pictory. Welcome to Pictory.
Welcome to Pictory.
And I like that Matthew Mail a lot.
Welcome to Pictory.
Justin Child that's really good too.
Welcome to Pictory.
Welcome to Pictory.
And you can go through and do them all. The Australian English is good too.
Pictory. Did you know?
Welcome to Pictory. It has been shown that video increases conversion rates by 80%.
Okay, so I'm going to do that when I click applied. And you can do the same thing that we did with the background. You can, background music, you can add the favorite here, click that, and it'll put it to the top. You can sort by male, female, or you can search them. And going down next, we're going to look at text. And you can put text in any of your slides. You can add additional text if you want. I don't do that. But you can certainly do that if you want. You can mess with the styles if you want. Certain templates, you can do your own templates. I have never done my own template because I like the templates that have shared with me in Pictory that's already been done. So I haven't done that. And then you can do branding here. You can put your logo. And I don't do that either because I let YouTube and TikTok do the logos for me. So now the only thing that we have left to do, and we can change the format if we want. So this is really, really cool to do if we want to make videos for multiple places in multiple formats. So if you want to do a YouTube short and a TikTok video, you would do the 916. So you generate the 916, but then maybe you have an Instagram account that you want to do the same video for, but you don't want to go back and redo the whole video again. Well, you just come back to the video, and you can do a 1-1 square, just select that, and then see that changes it right then and there, and then you'll just generate from there, and it does it all over again, which is really cool. So now all we have to do is hit the generate button. So we'll hit generate at the top of the screen. And when we hover over that, we'll get video, spreadsheet of social video posts, or social video posts for Hootsuite. We're just going to click on video. And then it's going to go ahead and create the scenes. This will take a little bit of time, so you got to be patient. This will work in the background. So you can step away. You can, I think you can go completely off of this page if you want. It will send you an email once it's done if you're not on this page. I get email for every one that I generate. So I'm going to let this generate, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now that it's done, it has given me some options here. I can download it, I can copy the link, and I can export the text. So if you click on copy the link, it's going to give you a link to copy where you can view it online. You can share that anywhere, or you can download it. So I'm going to go ahead and download it here. And then it's put that down in my downloads. And I'm going to go ahead and click the copy link, and I'm going to go ahead and play it just so that you can see what it looks like.
What is karma? Karma is a fundamental principle in many Eastern religions, such as Hinduism and Buddhism. It refers to the idea that our actions have consequences, and that the consequences of our actions will eventually come back to us in some way. In simple terms, karma is the law of cause and effect. Every action we take, every word we speak, and every thought we have creates a force that will come back to us in the future. Good actions create positive karma, while negative actions create.
So now that you see the type of videos that you can get out of this, which is really, really high quality, and that is a 1080p video as well. And I'm going to go over the pricing here real quick. And the pricing is standard. This is monthly, by the way. Standard is $23 a month. That gives you 30 videos per month, up to 10 minutes in length, and 10 hours of video transcription a month. You can get the premium for $47 a month, which is 60 videos per month, text-to-video projects up to 20 minutes in length, and 20 hours of video transcription a month. And Enterprise, which will give you a lot more, which is custom limits and all that stuff. So you can do that, and you would have to contact them if you want that. You can also do an annual plan and get 2 months free. The annual plan gives you $13 or $19 per user per month, and then the premium is $39 per user per month, and then the custom, you would still have to contact them. So if this is something that you decide that this is something that you want to try out, you can go ahead and create a free account with Pictory. And like I said, with the free account, it will give you watermarks on the video. But in order to remove that, you would have to upgrade to one of the plans, either the standard, the premium, or the enterprise. And if you do want to upgrade, make sure that you use that coupon code down below, because that will give you 20% off any of the plans. So I hope you found my Pictory review video helpful. And I want to thank you for watching this Pictory review video all the way until the end. So thank you for watching. And if you did find this video helpful, make sure that you like the video and subscribe for more video reviews just like this Pictory review.